Way too early NFL power rankings. Let's get into it today. We're going to figure out the power rankings heading into the 2024 NFL season. We're going to start with Super Bowl contenders, probably like the top 5 teams. Playoff teams is going to be, how many playoff teams are there? 14. So probably the next, 9. Then we're going to get some sleepers that could be good. Then we're going to get not trash, but also not good. And we're just going to get straight trash teams. But first up, we got the San Francisco 49ers. Lost in the Super Bowl to the Chiefs, which, I was happy about as an Eagles fan. Even though we lost last year, it is what it is, whatever. Honestly, we'll see what they do in the offseason. They might lose a couple really good players, but their team is still elite. Even if they lose Brandon Ayuk, I feel like they find another sleeper in the draft. And this team is still a Super Bowl contender. They're not just going to drop out and become terrible, unless they do what the Eagles did in the last 7 games of the season, which I don't think the Niners will do, but hey, we'll see. The Chicago Bears. Now, this one I got to talk about just a little bit because there's going to be a lot of changes made to this team from now and the start of next season. But at this point in time, with their draft picks and what they have going on, Justin Fields. You keep Justin Fields. You keep Justin Fields. You go ahead and trade back in the draft with that number 1 pick. You pick up another top 10 draft pick. You have 2 top 10 picks. You draft Marvin Harrison, and you draft one of them offensive linemen. And then you have Justin Fields, Marvin Harrison, DJ Moore. You could probably pick up a late round running back to go alongside with Khalil Herbert and really figure it out from there. So for now, if they do everything I just said, I'm going to throw them in the sleepers. I'm going to throw the Bears in the sleepers. Their division is going to be pretty good next year, especially with the Packers playing well. And the Vikings aren't going anywhere, as also with the Lions. But with that being said, we're going to go ahead and throw them in the sleepers. The Bengals, it's a playoff team. Joe Burrow is going to be healthy. Jamar Chase, they're going franchise tag. T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd might walk. They might end up getting a really good running back in free agency because Joe Mixon's probably out of there. But I'm not going to bet against Joe Burr. I'm not going to bet against Joe Burr. Right here, I think I still got the Bills as one of my Super Bowl contenders. Hear me out. I got the Bills as my Super Bowl contenders because this is like their last year to really win a Super Bowl, in my opinion. Because if they don't win it this year or even get close, it's like there's going to be a lot of changes going on over there. Stephon Diggs might not even return this year. Gabe Davis is probably gone. But we'll see. Right now, I have them as Super Bowl contender because Josh Allen's a top 5 quarterback for sure. The Denver Broncos. I have faith in the Broncos, and they're almost like not a sleeper or not trash, not good. But Russell Wilson played well. If they can just not troll for the season, they can be a sleeper playoff team. It could be a sleeper playoff team. The Browns, playoff team. Cleveland Browns, playoff team. Deshaun Watson's going to come back. Nick Chubb's going to come back. Some of that offensive line's going to come back. Myles Garrett's going to have another Defensive Player of the Year type campaign. Denzel Ward's one of the best cornerbacks in the league. And I think they're going to be solid. I think that's a playoff team right there. The Browns have a really good squad, and if they can just be consistent at the quarterback and have Nick Chubb playing all year, I don't think many teams are going to beat them. The Bucks, I don't have faith in the Bucks this season. I'm going to say the Bucks are going to be a trash team. Not good, but not trash. Not trash, but not good team. They're not going to make the playoffs this year. I think the Saints and Falcons both are going to be better than them this year. But yeah, shout out Baker, though. I still don't know what they're going to do. The Cardinals, they're going to get a first-round pick, top 5 pick. Kyler's cool, but that team as a whole just ain't got it right now. They just ain't got it, if I'm going to be honest. The Los Angeles Chargers. Now, the Chargers are the Chargers at the end of the day. We're going to be honest about that. But right at this point in time, new coach, they got a top 10 pick. They got Justin Herbert, who I think is a great quarterback. I'm going to go ahead and give them a playoff team. I think they're going to make the playoffs. I have faith in Justin Herbert. They're going to maybe sign somebody instead of Austin Eckler. And Mike Williams might be gone, but they're going to figure it out, bro. I have faith in Harbaugh for sure. The 2-time defending champs, I got to talk too much about the Chiefs, bro. They just figure it out every year. Literally putting them in front of everybody. Like, don't bet against the Chiefs. Don't bet against Mahomes. You remember, don't bet against Brady. Same thing right here. Don't bet against them, bro. Like, it's Mahomes, bro. He's the GOAT of our generation. As much as you want to hate it, he's him. But right here we got the Colts. I'm going to go ahead and throw the Colts in the sleepers. Anthony Richardson's coming back. Michael Pittman's solid. I think full season of Jonathan Taylor is going to be good. The defense is okay. It's nothing crazy, but Shane Steichen, full year with Anthony Richardson. Hopefully he stays healthy. I think this is definitely a sleeper team in a weaker division for sure. Now the Washington Commanders. I think my mind about them is going to change a lot once they draft because they might get Caleb Williams. They might have an insane draft, but they have great offensive weapons like Ryan Robinson, underrated. Terry McLaurin, Jahan Dotson, Curtis Samuel. I think they got another receiver that's not too bad over there too. So I think that's a good team. But, right now, at this very point in time, they're trash. They have Sam Hauser quarterback. But if they draft how they're going to draft, I'll probably make another one of these videos after the draft. But right now, they ain't got it. The Dallas Cowboys, playoff team. Cowboys are always going to be a playoff team. It's just a matter of them winning in the playoffs. Yeah, I don't like the Cowboys, but I'm going to be honest, they're a playoff team, They got a great team. If they get one of them elite running backs like Derrick Henry or Saquon or something goes there, it might be scary hours for a lot of these teams. But you're only going to go as far as Dak takes you, and we've seen it's not that far. So they still don't make the playoffs. So they're just like the Dolphins a little bit. Tua, you're going to go as far as Tua takes you. You can't throw to Tyreek every single play. Jalen Waddle's cool, but hear me out. The Dolphins have an elite defense if they're healthy. They got injured at the end of the year. Their three best pass rushers got hurt, but besides Wilkins. So I think if they can stay healthy, they could be a much better team. But I don't know. I just don't see them being better than the Bengals, the Bills, or the Chiefs. Maybe the Browns. I don't know. Philadelphia Eagles, no bias involved. They're a Super Bowl contender, bro. My boy, Howie Roseman is about to pull off a masterpiece in this draft. Yes, right now they had a terrible end of the season. They was just like packing it up. They didn't really care because they knew the Chiefs were going to win again. They didn't want to lose in the Super Bowl again to make our record look really bad in the Super Bowl. But hey, bro, the Eagles are going to be back. Jalen Hurts, everybody's writing him off. Like they wrote Geno Smith off. Everybody's writing off Jalen. They don't even have him in their top 10 quarterbacks no more. But you still have the best receiving core in the league. You still have one of the best offensive lines in the league. You draft some safeties. You draft some corners. You make a trade here, make a trade there. Re-sign a couple people, cut all them old-ass mofos, and you rebuild, get some young talent in there that's going to shine. Am I biased? Yeah, probably, but who cares? My video, bro. Go argue with somebody else, gang. The Falcons, sleeper team. Regardless of who's at quarterback right now, I don't care. There's been talks about Kirk Cousins. There's been talks about Justin Fields. They could draft one, but they have elite weapons on the offensive side. Pitts, Bijan, Drake London, even Algier, Cordero Patterson. Defense, Jesse Bates, Okuda, Terrell, whatever his name is, Terrell, the other corner. They have elite weapons offensively and defensively, and that's a sleeper team. I find them and the Saints battling out for the NFC South. The Giants, trash. The NFC least. Giants, trash. Maybe they draft Drake May, maybe another ACC quarterback. But I really don't know what direction they're going in. They might mess around and trade Kayvon Thibodeau and some picks for the first overall pick, which I could see, but I'm not really feeling them. Jacksonville Jaguars are trash, but they're going to be better next year. I'm going to throw them in the sleepers. I'm going to go ahead and throw them in the sleepers. I think they're a sleeper team. Yeah, I think they're a sleeper team. Trevor Lawrence is good. ETN's good. They re-signed Calvin Ridley. Christian Kirk will be back. Defense not bad. They just had a terrible end of the season, similar to the Eagles, but it is what it is. New York Jets, Aaron Rodgers is back. That's a sleeper team, bro. That's almost a playoff team, but it's the Jets. They haven't been in the playoffs in 13 years. So what do we really know at the end of the day? But I'm going to go sleeper team because they're probably like, they're going to be okay. Aaron Rodgers is back, but they're still the Jets. So we'll really see with that one. The Lions, I want to put the Lions in Super Bowl contenders, but I don't think Jared Goff just plays the way he did this year. So I'm going to put them in playoff team. I still think they're the best team in that division, but I don't know. I really wanted the Lions to actually beat the Niners, but, we don't get everything we want, obviously. The Packers, another playoff team right there. Packers, man. Shout out Jordan freaking Love, bro. Jordan Love, he's him, bro. He's a good quarterback. He did make a Brett Favre-ass play at the end of that game, but He's nice. Let's just get these teams out the way. Trash, trash. Patriots, trash. Panthers, trash. They all need some work. You know, Bryce Young's good, but he needs help. The Raiders, at this point in time, I think I can go Raiders sleepers, bro. I got to throw the Raiders in the sleepers, bro. Because, like, if they get a good quarterback, that defense plays so well at the end of the year. They still have Devontae. They really might get Ayuk, too. And I just feel like that locker room is so locked in with AP. I just feel like they have hope. The Rams were a playoff team last year. I think they drop a little. I don't know. They got elite receivers. Aaron Donald's getting old, but I'm going to throw them in sleepers. Ravens, still Super Bowl contenders. Lamar Jackson's going to be back. They need I don't know. They need like an elite receiver. Like Odell's not him. They need a prime Odell, literally. Like they need prime Odell. Because Nelson Aguilar is a cool wide receiver 3. Zay Flowers can be a cool wide receiver 2, but they need a true wide receiver 1. Because they got a bunch of fringe wide receiver 2, 3s on their team right now. So they need some work. The Saints are always just like good, but you know, I don't know. They've just kind of been stagnant. They ain't made the playoffs in like 3 years now. So I really don't know what direction they're going in, but that's a good football team. Coaches are weird. Derek Carr's not terrible, but he's not great. But they're also in that sleeper area, as is the Seattle. This is going to be their 3rd year with Geno starting. It's probably make or break for Geno this year because they got some elite weapons in the backfield. Kenny Walker, DK, Lockett, JSN. The defense isn't too bad. They got Witherspoon, Tariq Woolen. They got some pieces, but I don't know, bro. They're kind of similar to the Falcons. They just have a better quarterback. But they have good pieces, good individual pieces. The Steelers are always going to have a great defense, but until they figure out the quarterback situation, anything is possible. Literally. Texans now, I really want to put them up here. I really want to put the Texans up here, but I'm going to hold off. I'm going to hold off on putting the Texans as a playoff team because they're not there yet. I'm going to hold off on putting them as a Super Bowl contender. We're going to see year 2 CJ Stroud. I'm excited for it. He's having an insane offseason. Bro is literally everywhere, playing basketball, baseball, doing a whole bunch of stuff. We're probably going to see him on a Twitch stream soon. But yeah, I got faith in them to be a playoff team again. Titans trash. Will Levis is not good. D-Hop is good, but he's old. New coach. Derrick Henry's probably gone. Yeah, it's going to be a rebuild year for the Titans. And last but not least, we got the Minnesota Vikings. Don't know where Kirk Cousins is going to end up, but you have Justin Jefferson. He's literally one player that could just, you know, change your entire franchise and put you where you need to be as a team. But I like Jordan Addison. Madison is okay. TJ Hawkinson's a good tight end. And, you know, they're well coached on the defensive end. But they might lose Danielle Hunter as well. But we'll see. Make sure y'all like the video. We're definitely going to do another one of these after the draft to see what I'm thinking post-draft and who went where and what's going on. Like, there's a lot of things. That was insane. Okay, I hope y'all heard that in the video, but someone just either subbed or something to me on Twitch, and that was insane. But that's besides the point. Like the video, and I'll see you guys on the next one.